Good afternoon. Today we are going to look at participle adjectives. We're going to be looking up using participle adjectives for feelings and causing feelings. Let's start by looking at the form. Verbs have a present and a past participle form. For example, the verb fascinate has a past participle that is fascinated and a present participle that is fascinating. Let's look at two more examples. The verb interest, past participle, interested. The present participle, interesting. The verb excite, past participle, excited. The present participle, exciting. Now, the present and past participle forms of verbs can be used as adjectives. For example, the present participle is used for things that cause the feeling, and the past participle is used for the feeling. But we will study the meaning a little bit more later. Right now, let's look at the form some more. So we have the form, verb ed. This is for past participle adjectives for feelings. For example, the students are bored by the teacher. We have a passive sentence. The passive sentence, the verb is bored. That's the verb, bored. The students are bored by the teacher. If I delete the by phrase, by the teacher, and I rewrite the sentence, the students feel bored, you can see how the verb bored now is an adjective describing the feelings. How do the students feel? The students feel bored. They are bored. Because bored is now an adjective, I can move it before the noun, the bored students. Okay, and bored is an adjective describing how they feel. Let's move on now and look at the present participle adjectives, that is verb ing. Okay, the teacher is boring the students. The teacher is boring the students. Here the verb is boring. If I delete the students, I can rewrite the sentence as the teacher is boring. And you can see how boring now is an adjective. What kind of a teacher is he? He is boring. Okay, once again I can move the adjective boring before the noun, the boring teacher. What kind of a teacher is he? A boring teacher. Okay, let's move on now. And again, it's an adjective. Let's move on now and study the meaning of the participle adjectives. So, the meaning. The boring teacher bores the bored students. Okay, so here is my verb, bores. And we know that bores has a present participle adjective, boring. Here the present participle adjective is used for things that cause the feeling. The boring teacher. Why is he boring? Because the boring teacher bores. Okay. And of course we have a past participle adjective and it describes the feelings. Okay, past participle adjectives are used for the feeling. So, this bored students feel bored. Why do they feel bored? Because the boring teacher bores. Let's look at another example. Here we have a couple. They are at the movie theater. They seem excited. The exciting movie excites the excited audience. Here the verb is excites. The present participle is exciting. And of course it's used for things that cause the feeling. The exciting movie excites. And we have the past participle, excited. And the past participle is used for the feeling. The excited audience feels excited. Why? Because the exciting movie excites. Now, there are exceptions. Some verbs cannot use the past participle as an adjective. That is, not all verbs can use the present participle form as an adjective. And these verbs will usually have a suffix. So, for example, impress and the suffix iv. For example, an example sentence. I am impressed because I am reading an impressing story. Okay, impressing is the present participle, but it can't be used as an adjective here. Instead of impressing, use impressive. We use the suffix iv, and the suffix iv means doing and being. It means doing impress or being impress. Okay, so here this iv, the suffix iv, changes the verb impress into an adjective. So impress is a verb, Impressive is an adjective that means doing impress or being impressed. And then we have the past participle, impressed. And of course, that is the feeling. It's used for feeling. I am impressed. I feel impressed. Why? Because I am reading an impressive story. Let's move on and look at another example. Once again, remember that not all verbs can use the present participle form as an adjective. And usually these verbs will have a suffix. Another verb is scare and the suffix y. Okay, so let me give you an example. I am scared because I am watching a scaring movie. Now, scaring movie is a present participle form of the verb. However, it's wrong. We don't say scaring. We say scary. I am watching a scary movie. Here, the scary, we use the suffix y, e, and we add it to scare, the verb scare, and it turns scare into an adjective. The scary movie. A scary movie. Okay? This suffix y means characterized or like. So it's characterized by scare. The movie is characterized by scare or like scare. Okay, so I am scared is the past participle adjective. It's used for feelings. So I am scared. I feel scared because I am watching a scary movie. Okay, so let's do a quick summary now. Thank you so much for watching until now, but let's quickly summarize. So remember that the present and past participle forms of verbs can be used as adjectives. For example, the exciting movie excites the excited audience. The verb excites. The present participle, exciting. And the past participle, excited. Remember that the present participle adjective is used for feelings. And the present participle adjective is used for things that cause the feeling. And the past participle adjective is used for the feeling. So the exciting movie excites, and the audience feels excited. The excited audience is watching the exciting movie. Okay, enough of that. Let's move on. Now, some verbs, remember, will use a suffix instead of the present participle form. So remember, we don't say, I am scared because I am watching a scaring movie. Scaring movie is wrong. Instead, we say a scary movie. And we add a y or a suffix to the verb to change the verb from a verb into an adjective. Here the suffix is e, and this e means characterized or like, so characterized by scare. Well, thank you so much for watching until now. I appreciate it. If you have any thoughts, questions, or concerns, please email me, and I look forward to seeing you in class.